How's it going, everyone, and welcome back to my FIFA 17 Fulham career mode. This is episode 10 now, and to make up for the two games in the previous episode, we're going to have a bit of a special 4-game episode today. Now, in the last episode, we managed to finally get some form together, and we picked up a couple of wins, which has pushed us back into the promotion playoffs, back up to 4th place. So, 4 games today, we could really capitalise on that now, and if we can steam ahead through December, I think we'll get most of December complete, depending on how packed the fixture list is. And we are going to kick things off with a game against Wolverhampton. So then, first game against Wolverhampton, we are going to stick with the team, of course, Maddle in centre-back to cover for Sigurdsson. But Callas is finally back from injury. So, yeah, we've got a game about 3 days later. I think it's against, I'm not too sure, it might be against Rochdale. But I think we're just going to stick with that team. Let's jump into it. Okay, so then as you can see from the table, Wolverhampton are down in 18th place. Now, I don't want to say anything because last time I said that we ended up losing, but these are the games that we must win. Wolves are struggling, we're doing quite well at the minute, good 2 wins on the bounce, so let's go make it a third and pick up the 3 points here. It's nicely done. Just a little bit of build-up play, so Wolverhampton, as you can see, they have the worst home record. Well, one of the worst. They've played 9 at home and they haven't won at home yet this season. And as for us, we're the best defensive team in the league still. So, we should really be winning this one. But Wolverhampton not to pick up a home win yet in 9 games that they've played at home. That's going to be tough on them, and that's why they're down in 18th place. Although it's weird though, because they've won 4 games and they were all away, which, you know, supposedly the harder games, but obviously Wolves just struggling for a little bit of home form recently, which is weird. Iheanacho then, that's nice. Kearney, he's found his goal scoring routine at the minute, and he's back here again. Oh, Kearney, and he's almost in. He's found a bit of form lately, Kearney, getting himself on the score sheet in the previous episode. Now he's on fire here at the start of this game, and he's going to cross a ball in. And it's going to fall 2 PAs on, is it? No, but it is going to bounce back out to Kearney. Another great ball in. Anybody there this time apart from the goalkeeper? But it's won back well by Aluko. He's been quiet recently. He hasn't really scored as of late. Odoi. Pierre's on. Iheanacho has been though, which is fine. And Iheanacho could be in again here. It's not a bad shot, just a little turn. Leaning back a little bit and swung it over the bar. But good effort there from Iheanacho. Now then, here's Aluko. Where's he going with it? Aluko. It's in. Ooh. And that is going to be half-time then. So, quite an interesting half really. We were definitely the better of the sides, as we should have been, because Wolves, as I said, not yet won at home this season in the 9 games that they've played. So, we've had a few chances. The best one really coming from Kearney, just there, as you can see, potentially on screen now. But nothing, we couldn't really capitalise. Wolves never really had an opportunity, and that's why at half-time it's Wolverhampton 0, Fulham 0. Okay, and as we jump into the second half, we do have to be a little bit mindful that we've got another game in about 3 days' time, which we'll want to win. So hopefully, what I want to try and do early on is get this game wrapped up, grab a goal, and we can start looking at resting a few players who I want to be playing next game. Now, in terms of Aluko's form recently, he hasn't actually scored for quite a little some time, which is a bit weird. So maybe time for him to sort of come out of the team, potentially. We'll see. Piazon plays it in to Aluko, who plays a nice megs to Iheanacho. That's a beautiful pass to Piazon. He's going to whip it back. There's no one really there. Iheanacho is there, and it's a poor effort in the end. Fulham are going to get a free kick then, for whatever reason. We are going to make some substitutions. I'm going to take Aluko off for Martin. I'm going to bring Hozabed on for Cabano. And I think that'll do for today. 10 minutes to go. Could do with a win. Let's not start this again. We've picked up a bit of good form in the previous 2 games, but again, just dropping a little bit of concentration here, particularly in front of goal. Not really creating many chances either, which is a problem. Now then, substitutes, can they do anything for us? Leeds are beating Brighton, which is not good for us really. As Dicko finds himself, dances into the box. Oh, John, how has he missed that one? And that then is full time. Another pretty much a disappointing result there, to be quite honest. We should really have won that one, but we were unable to. So we'll take the draw because, you know, we didn't want to lose, but really probably should have won in the end. But, you know, a point's a point. It will help overall. So that's the end of that game. It's finished Wolverhampton 0, Fulham 0. Alright, so into the second game then, guys. And as you can see, it's actually only 2 days later. A couple of players are probably going to be looking a little bit tired, but we'll see what we'll do. It's against Rotheram, which I think I might have called them out in the last episode. We shall see. But we need to carry on back to winning ways. Okay, team is not looking too bad. I think, though, we're going to bring... I think Aluko needs a rest, but he's just not playing well for us at the minute. So Martin is going to get a start. Parker is also going to get a start for Piazon, who I don't think's been up to much recently. And something I do need is another left midfielder. We've got Cavana. I think I'm going to try out Sacco over on the right-hand side and give Aite a bit of a break. Let's see what that does for us. Let's jump into the game. Right, here we are then, up against Rotheram. Could do a win in this one. Good start. Parker. Still Parker. Still Parker. Ooh, this is a good effort from Parker straight away. And Lee Camp makes the save. Still Iheanacho. Nice. Parker. Sacco. Iheanacho. Oh, and he's put it away, and it's 1-0. It's a good effort. Apologies for not really saying a lot during that one, but well, you all saw it unfold on screen, and it has gone 1-0. Kelechi Iheanacho with the goal inside 24 minutes. Oh, it's a nice play. It's a good equaliser from Rotheram. It was Ford who gets the equaliser there then. A little bit unfortunate again, just a little lapse there of concentration. It's a nice play, but the space that opened up there, no one really picking anybody up, fires it home. It's 1-1 after an equaliser from Anthony Ford. Can we get our nose back in front before half time? Can he? Whips in the corner, too close to the goalkeeper, easy for Camp to save, and that is half time. So we managed to take the lead then through Iheanacho with a nice finish, but unfortunately just 2 minutes before the end of the half, Anthony Ford manages to grab one back, and that's how it finished for the half. And we go into half time. It's Fulham 1, Rotheram 1. Nicely done from Parker. Still Parker. Martin. Oh, should have put that one away. It's good defending though from Rochdale. Something we need to learn really, because our defending over the past few games has been pretty poor to say the least. Sacco. Parker. Nice. Iheanacho. He's through. Oh, he's missed it. Really thought that was in there, and Rotherham look like they're going to be making a substitution, and so are we. Cabano looking very tired. Hozabed is going to come in for a game, and I'm going to bring Aite on and swap him and Sacco over as Kearney can take a break. 1-1 then, a bit of stalemate here at the minute. This was beautiful from Iheanacho. How was he not put that away? That was very close, but he can't tuck it away, unfortunately. It's nice. It's through. Martin! Oh, shot straight at Camp. Kept alive by Aite, even though it was going to go out for a corner. Aite can whip a ball back in. Back of the box to Iheanacho. Goal kick. 10 minutes to go. Is another draw on the cards here. And there we go. It's going to be it's going to be full time. Referee says that is enough of that. And another disappointing draw. 1-1 this time, thanks to Iheanacho opening the goal scoring, but with just 2 minutes from time, they managed to find an equaliser. In the second half, we had the good opportunity again to score Iheanacho, but he put it a little bit wide. And that man there, Anthony Ford, has rescued a point there, taking a point away from us and taking it down to Rotherham. And then it's going to finish then. Fulham 1, Rotherham United 1. Now, Sacco wants to start the next game. Just a little something interesting that came through on the newsreel. It says, attention Baker. No team can survive without a quality defence, and Fulham is no exception. After a difficult start to the season, fans and press publications have begun to promote the idea of bolstering the back line. Here's a short list of players we feel are perfect for the spot maybe Baker is reading. First is Alejandro Melian, a 29-year-old, 183cm tall centre-back from Bolivia who currently plays for free agents. Not quite sure they've quite understood what's going on here, but they reckon our defences needs bolstering, and they reckon by signing a free agent we could do that. Potentially, yes, but not really interested in doing that right now. So maybe something to look at during the January transfer windows is potentially a new centre-back. Not sure at the minute. quite happy with the 2 players, or the 2 or 3 we've got, but okay, maybe they've got a little bit of a point. But we need to jump into the 3rd game here against Derby, and this is big because Derby are going well at the top of the league, so we need to pull back some. We need to pull back some points here. Now, Sacco says he's playing well, he'd like to get involved, but looking a little bit tired. Iheanacho also looking a little bit tired. So is Martin. So, I think it's going to be a start then for, do we go Woodrow? Okay, or do we go Smith? Well, Smith is really tall. 6'6", 200 pounds. We're going to try Smith out. Iheanacho will have a spot on the bench because he did grab himself a goal. Rest of the team is looking pretty decent. Let's jump into the game against Derby. So guys, as you can see, something that I was just confirming earlier on, you can see Derby there now up to 2nd place. I think they were actually 2nd at the end of the last episode. They're a team that we want to be beating and taking some points off and closing down. Now, we should have won that last game against Rotheram, so we're not going to dwell on that. And we're going to go straight out and we're going to try and pick up a win here against Derby. Come on, get this one, get it away. We can't get it away. It's in the box. Still, right, it's still not away. Is Anya, Ince. Ream. Conceded a corner. A little bit shaky here on the back foot here we are. As Derby on the attack. Looking for that opening goal. It's a poor corner. But it's fallen to Anya, who's not going to have a shot. Because he's going to play through Thorne. Oh, wow. He should have scored. He's put that miles wide in the end. Aite, who can find Kearney down this side. He's done well to beat his man. Kearney, whip a nice... cross was just too close. It's easy for Carson in the end. Didn't quite get the angle on the cross. Aite comes flying in there. And that is going to be half time then, guys. Again, no real chances to be quite honest. I don't really... Not a lot to report on that game. A little bit of a dull game, dull half to be honest. So we're going to the break. Fulham 0, Derby County 0. Second half then, against, we really want to be taking points off Derby here. We definitely don't want to lose to them, but draw in essence doesn't help in the long run. So we need to pick up some 3 points here. We can close the gap on Derby, and Smith potentially could help us do that, but he can't find anything. No changes. We haven't made any changes just yet. Derby have made 1 or 2, I believe, at half time. Oh, it's given away. Is Vidra. Oh, it's gone in. That was a bit silly, really, because they were on the attack and we were just trying to clear it, and we never did clear it. And I think it was Smith in the end who ends up giving it to. I think it was. He gave it straight to Vidra. Vidra's pretty much one-on-one. He hits the post, gets a lucky bounce, you could say. There it is. Smith just lacks it. No concentration on the ball whatsoever. Gives it straight to Vidra. He's going to take that one away, and we go down here 1-0. That could be it then. It's going to be another defeat, which is a little bit unfortunate. 2 draws and a defeat so far. Ball's finally gone out of play, so we are going to be able to make a substitution. Cabana's going to have to come off because he's picked up a knock. Sacco's going to come on because he wanted to play for Kearney, and Smith, who's pretty much cost us this game. There goes his opportunity. He's going to make way for Iheanacho. 10 minutes to go. Going to just go all out attack here because we definitely don't want to lose this game. We might as well lose 2-0 if we're going to lose 1-0. And I'll be happy to lose 2-0 if we're pushing players forward. It just doesn't feel like the team want to go forward. And look at them now. They're just sat back. You know, this is all out attack, and there's just no one pressuring the ball. There's nobody even trying. And that's the end of the game, and it's another defeat to just carry on with this rot that has started to set in. Although we picked up 2 wins in the last episode, but since before that, none in 6. 2 draws and a loss so far. It's just, we are going downhill here, guys. I'm so sorry, I just don't know what to do anymore. I think it's got to be changes made in January, but I don't know what the problem is. Really, I honestly, I don't know what the issues are with the team at the minute. Everything started so brightly, you know, we were doing so well and it was all going so well. It's just dropped off at the minute, and it's very annoying, but you know, hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. We've just got to pick this up. It's still tight at the top, which is the main thing. 6 players are out of contract, so we'll go and pick that one up. Cabano's now out for 3 weeks, which is not what we wanted. We've got to look at this now then. Cabano is out for 3 weeks. I think, yeah, Sigurdsson's still out then. So Cabano can come out of the team for Parker, and he's going to have to drop to the reserves, and we'll bring Johansson in as a reserve. So we are, as I said guys, we're going to have 4 games this episode. Maybe a good thing, maybe not. And it looks like it's going to be the Boxing Day fixture to end this episode off, and it's going to be against Ipswich Town. We've got to go out, come on, a late Christmas present here. We just need a win. We've got to go out with a win in this episode. We can't have another episode without wins. We just can't afford it. As Peru want to get involved here. We're slipping down the table, and as the games go on, we're going to get, it's going to get less and less close. So the final episode then, away to Ipswich Town. Got to go and grab ourselves a win here. That's the team. Parker is going to come in for Cabano, but it's the standard team. Otherwise, let's jump into it. So I don't really want to say much at the start of the game. We're just going to get in, head down, focus now then. This is a big game. We've got to get a victory here. Callas. Iheanacho in traffic, wide. McGoldrick. Good attempts from Ipswich here, hanging on a little bit. Oh no. Iheanacho is now injured, and it's a serious one because it's forcing me to sub him off. I didn't see him go down. Ream picked up an injury in the match somewhere. He seemed to have recovered, but Martin's going to come in. What is going on here? This is just... I don't know, guys. I'm just starting to feel the pressure a little bit now. And it gets me frustrated and it makes me not play well. But, you know, we've just got to stick through it. We've got to just grind out results. Unfortunately, we're not really doing that. I mean, draws are good at this point in time. We're just going to take them. But it's a good effort there. You know, just I'm losing players left and right. It's 3 injuries. We've had big injuries as well. In fact, that's like the 4th. Is it the 4th? I think that's the 4th injury that we've had. So it started with Callas, which was huge. Then it was Sigurdsson, which is big. Cabano is currently out. Iheanacho's gone off injured in this game. We're going to have 3 injuries at once here. Fortunately, Callas is back, otherwise we'd just be dented. But I don't know what to do anymore. I think we're going to have to start switching it up. After this game though, guys, it is going to be the January transfer window. Perhaps we just need to sign somebody. I don't know what that player is though, because, you know, I don't know. Is it a defender? Because we've got the best record in the league defensively. Is it a striker? Because we're not scoring. We're not really scoring. But we've got Iheanacho, we've got Aluka, we've got Martin, we've got Smith, we've got other players that can play. None of them just want to play, but we know they can play. Like Aluka can score, Iheanacho can score, and he's now injured. If it's a long-term injury, potentially it is another striker we need to look at. Or then is it a midfielder? Is it a left winger? Is it a right mid? Is it a right wing, right mid? Is it a centre mid? You know, a CDM, a cam. I just don't know at the minute really, and it's frustrating. And it's half time, and it's another draw, 0-0. I just want to move on with the second half. Let's just get straight into it. That's a good spot by the defender. Oh, this is it. We've conceded. We have conceded, and this is just ridiculous. It's a through ball. There's 3 players there, 2 defenders and the goalkeeper that could have got that, but the one striker doesn't even head it properly. I don't think. You know, why is the keeper coming out? I didn't call for the keeper to come out. We had 2 defenders tracking back. The keeper, because the keeper ran out, the defenders just ran off because they assume the keeper is going to deal with it. And then, you know, he's such a lazy guy, he just can't deal with it, and he just does absolutely nothing. And I'm so frustrated with that. Really, really frustrated. That's a stupid goal to concede. Poor defending. Even when it goes over, one of my defenders actually gets a chance to clear it, and it just messes around with it. You know, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely stupidly ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. We are now losing to Ipswich Town, and it's just can't buy a win, can't buy a goal, can't buy a performance. Players are stupidly poor. What on earth is that then? Oh, what have I done here? And I've dashboard. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This needs an instant replay. This is just absolutely pathetic. PA's on, right? This is beautiful, beautiful ball. Who's this over here? He's getting a free agent in the morning. Whoever this guy is, I think it might be Parker. No, it's Callas. Now I'm sorry, Callas. You've been one of our best players, but what on earth is this? He's in space. He's got time to take a touch. There's only really one defender reacting to it. He's decided to do a header, and he starts headering it there. The ball is nowhere near. If he headers that right in that direction, that's going off the pitch for a corner, and he can't. He falls over himself. Absolutely stupid. Absolutely ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. So stupid. That's the end of the match. Doesn't even deserve a report of any sort. Worst performance of the season. Players were terrible. Didn't know what they were doing. Didn't really turn up. Ipswich had one effort. We had 3 players to deal with it. 0 of them did anything. Didn't even bother. Didn't even try. Just stood there and was like, do you know what, mate? Just score because I don't care anymore. And that's what they did. They've scored and we've lost. So we've got one more game to play before January, and I'll tell you what, I think something's got to change here. We're going to leave that out for now. So, another injury because Ian Atcher is now injured. So, great. And he's out for 8 weeks. Absolutely bloody... It's just ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to... I don't know. I'm going to leave it for now because I'm just super annoyed. So that is going to be the end of the episode. 4 games for you today, and we didn't win any of them because the team was terrible. I don't know if that's my fault or what, but do you know what? It is what it is. So that's the end of the episode, guys. There's the league table if you're interested. Villa remain at the top. Norwich are back into second. Derby are in third. QPR, Leeds, Reading all in the playoff places. We're down in 9th. It's not as bad as it could have been, but still with only 8 wins now. Goal difference of 5, 33 points. Still really tight. This isn't over, but it's just that the performances are absolutely shocking. Absolutely dreadful. So that's what's really upset me. But guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. If you did enjoy for whatever reason, I don't know why you'd have enjoyed that, do drop a like on the video. It's much appreciated. And be sure to hit subscribe. We've hit 100 subscribers on the channel now, which is awesome. Thank you all for the support. And the first episode of this is over 1,000 views, which is a little bit ridiculous. Keep supporting the series, guys. Keep supporting the channel. Really, really do appreciate it. And thank you again. Until next time, goodbye.